I'd like to speak to this amendment myself. I'm not in the committee, but we've been kept well aware of the progression of this maritime bill through the Dáil, and I don't think there's any TD here in the country would have anything to say against we having offshore wind energy and renewable wind energy projects. I have no issue with it whatsoever. And of course, you speak here in this amendment in relation to the protection of the maritime biodiversity, and absolutely, that's 100% correct. But I have major concerns about the fishermen and their protection also, and their income protection. And, you know, I spoke about this before to you, Minister, about the consultation with those fishermen. And I'd like to see where the consultation has taken place, because I was at a meeting recently where there was anything up to 35-40 fishermen in the Maritime Hotel in Bantry. And I wasn't the public representative who asked them would they support this bill, because I knew the answer before they asked, but some public representative was probably not wise enough to ask them that question, would they support, and they wouldn't. So my worry here is that we're going to tie ourselves up in knots and strings here in relation to legal actions being taken to stop the progression of this year, because the consultation hasn't taken place. There's 220 acres of sea out there, we've been told. But certainly if you look at the Skipper magazine today, most of the acres are taken up by foreign vessels. So the rights of the Irish fishermen are squeezed right in out of his own waters. And if we're going to squeeze more acreage away from, and there's a massive amount of acreage in relation to these, the construction of these wind energy offshore projects, that looks like developers have kind of picked out sites that they feel is suitable and that they're going to go ahead with, but that's going to take a massive amount of sea away from the man, the woman that's out there fishing, that's already struggling in relation to Irish fishers out there. So they're asking the questions they're asking me is what compensation they're going to get. Like, they're going to lose another you know, massive amount of sea when these are under construction and after being constructed. Are they going to retain some of the seas that have been handed over to the foreign fleet for the past 30 years? Is that where we're going to win back areas of ground here? And I think it's very, very important, Minister, that you maybe clarify that. Maybe we can get these fishermen, and most of these were members of the Irish South West Fishermen's Cooperative organisation who were at that meeting. They were 100% against any developments that are going on out at sea, because of their massive, they feel it's going to lead to a massive loss of income to them. And I would appreciate if you could allay their fears and at least maybe a better consultation out there to make sure that you're bringing people like that, because as I said, the marine biodiversity is huge, and we need to make sure that that's protected. But the income of a fisherman at this stage, which is at an all-time low thanks to the passing of this massively negative Brexit deal that was done against the Irish fishermen. Now there's further worries that this could lose more sea and more acreage of sea out there for these fishermen. So maybe like they said, there was good engagement at committee stage, but I think we need to look outside the committee and bring the people of this country with us in relation to this issue. And again, if you can win that battle, I certainly will be 100% behind you. But it's going to be a big struggle for you, because there's a lot of, I think, doubt or suspicion is the word out there in relation to politics in this country and Irish fishermen and fisherwomen. And I think that's something that this government is unable to tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but in relation to this development that's going to be happening at sea, they want clarity. They've asked for clarity. They made it very clear they're totally opposed to it until they get that clarity. And you're going to struggle, Minister, to bring them along with you. But you can't walk away and turn your back on them either and expect that they're going to accept another blow to their income. And so, while we have to protect the marine biodiversity, we certainly have to protect the fisherman and fisherwoman out there that's going to lose heavy by this as well. So you might be able to clarify that too, Minister. Thank you.
Deputy Collins, Deputy